Hello, everyone, and welcome to this moment as we get together to share the word of the Lord as we continue our journey this time of Lent, preparing ourselves to celebrate the Holy Week and Easter with the Lord, not without, with the Lord. And in today's Gospel, from the Gospel of John, it says that at the time Jesus left Samaria for Galilee, for Jesus himself testified that a prophet has no honor in his native place. When he came into Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him, since they had seen all he had done in Jerusalem at the feast, for they themselves had gone to the feast. Then he returned to Cana in Galilee, where he had made the water wine. Now there was a royal official whose son was ill in Capernaum. When he heard that Jesus had arrived in Galilee from Judea, he went to him and asked him to come down and heal his son, who was near death. Jesus said to him, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will not believe." The royal officials said to him, "Sir, come down before my child dies." Jesus said to him, "You may go, your son will live." The man believed what Jesus said to him and left. While the man was on his way back, his slaves met him and told him that his son would live. He asked them when he began to recover. They told him, "The fever left him yesterday about 1 in the afternoon." The father realized that just at the time Jesus had said to him, "Your son will live." And he and his whole household came to believe. Now this was the second sign Jesus did when he came to Galilee from Judea. And as we continue this journey, preparing ourselves to celebrate the Holy Week and Easter with the Lord, to be a part of His life and to understand what He's inviting us to do and to be. And we have to trust, but we have to ask with persistence. Like that royal official, that it didn't bother him that Jesus said, unless you see signs and wonders, you don't believe. He said, "Sir, please come down before my child dies. The only thing I need for you is, please do what I need. I believe, but I know that you can do it." And so, as we continue our journey of faith during this time of Lent, let us make sure we understand that to be able to allow the Lord to change our lives, first we have to believe. We have to believe, and we have to recognize our own sinfulness. Like yesterday's gospel, that prodigal son that squandered everything, and in the end, when he was deep down in the hole, he was able to recognize he was a sinner. He was able to recognize there was a need to start the journey back to the Father. And he has in his mind not to be treated as a son, but as one of the servants. And that's all. That is the only thing he needed. But the Father, the merciful Father, embraces him and receives him back as a son. The same thing God wants to do with us. As we recognize we are sinners, we start this journey back, this journey of conversion, being converted by God, to receive that embrace, because the Lord wants to feast with us, to be happy with us, like that royal official that was happy because the Lord listened to him and the son was saved. So let us continue our journey, asking the Lord to help us as we go, to really be part of His family, to understand what we have to do, and when we ask, to be persistent in the request, ask with faith, and God will hear us. So God bless you and be with you today.